Some of the most successful structures within a coastal environment, I think of almost a hut. It's 4 posts with a roof. It provides a shelter. It doesn't take out the view. It's the perfect structure to have on a coastline. There's an element of that, it's like, well, how can we make this as simple as possible in terms of a structure and still have those qualities of just roof and no walls? This is sort of what we arrived at, which is a thoroughly simplistic project in many respects. I think that's kind of a key driver throughout everything.
Ligao is a beautiful, natural, less sort of busy part of the peninsula. It's got that natural beach vibe to it, which we really enjoy. And we sort of had in the back of our minds that we wanted to have a place down to live. And it took us quite some time to find a place that had proximity to the national park. There was a house here, which was more kind of a beach shack type of place, but the house that was here was quite small, and we had difficulty persuading friends to come and stay over because the amenity was very poor. So we chose to build a new home here. We wanted to go contemporary or modern and something that was very easy to live in. We liked the idea of a pavilion style home because we saw it as an opportunity to build a house that really connected very much with the outdoors.
We've got Marcus and Yola, and they're coming down to the home. It's just the 2 of them. We need a home that feels proportional to being able to have for the 2 of them. But then when 3 sons, grandchildren and expanding networks of friends and family, they're going to be coming down to use the house. We need to make sure that the home also still can absorb that, but we don't want to kind of have any compromise between either of those 2 scenarios. The form of the building is effectively 2 key volumes, and they intersect each other. The main core, we've got a master bedroom suite, and that comes down to a kitchen, living, dining area. And then in the adjoining wing, we've got some guest bedrooms and a studio space. The way they're positioned on the side enables us to have more protected courtyard spaces which can obviously open up with the glass. The kitchen, living, dining area is a long volume and it's all orientated to that northerly aspect out onto the pool, and so we really wanted to be able to make sure that all of these spaces have that clear line of sight or clear access to the external aspect. The laundry and pantry, it's all concealed. It doesn't sort of add any complexity to the space. It's there for the user, but it yet doesn't take anything away from the overall simplicity or the view. Having the living at the westerly end, which I envisage is probably more utilised throughout the afternoons and the evenings. There's also a sort of a terrace that extends out from there, so that's effectively where you end up with an afternoon and an evening.
We were a little concerned we might have, that this living area might be a little bit isolated, but it's not. By virtue of its position, it has its own identity and feel, despite the fact that it's very much part of the rest of this space, this envelope. So everything kind of works intuitively.
Externally, the building has to work from a bushfire perspective, but then also the idea that this is a temporary accommodation. We're sort of in a coastal environment which is quite heavily impacted by a lot of severe weather, so it really needed to be something that was going to endure and stand a certain test of time. Being able to have the exterior of the home in a really robust material, which is effectively a concrete block, which has also been rendered. You'll see the way that that shifts throughout the planning arrangement of the home, because where it's got more impact towards vegetational fire threat, it's obviously more enclosed, which enables us to have more protected courtyard spaces which can obviously open up with the glass. So it's very deliberate in terms of being able to have that contrast.
People arriving at the house come up the driveway, which is a monolithic wall. That's the one visually impenetrable thing that we have here. And so, in a sense, people are denied any sense of what to expect until they walk in, and they go from feeling that they're looking at a sort of a monolithic structure to something that is really just light and ephemeral. So you've got this contrast, this deep contrast.
This is a house that sits quietly, and we get back to that idea of that shelter, that basic beach structure. This is obviously a very refined version of that, but I'm hoping that that core principle of being a roof with minimal intrusions in terms of restricting view or restricting airflow or restricting that minimal level of habitation where you want somewhere just to shelter or get out of the sun, but yet still somewhere where you can still enjoy the environment. And I think that that's what, in its core, this home has been designed to do. This is so stripped back. There's a coastline, there's a ruggedness to the beach, there's a ruggedness to the vegetation. And I think that being able to have a home that is so stripped and raw in terms of its material and its complexity is something that has a visual and mental effect on you as well. It's calming in a way, and that's just how a beach house should be designed. You come here to escape, you come here to decompress, you know, and you come here to reconnect with things like nature and outdoors, and I think that's what, above everything else, this house is here to promote. It's something that we really want to embody in the qualities of the house as well. It really connects with that level of simplicity that we're looking for in terms of being able to create that declutter, being able to escape, and I think it enables you to really connect with the site and surroundings.